people?
I'm Ebony.
And I'm Nico. And we are...
Ebonics.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Welcome. So tell the people about our podcast, Ebonics. What does it stand for? Why are we here? Why are you listening right now?
You tell the people what Ebonics is.
Ebonics is Ebony and Nico put together.
And what is our podcast about?
Our podcast is about building, I don't know what the tagline. It's
about us developing a language surrounding
life, love, and legacy. That's it. Yeah, man, I'm excited. Thank you all for tuning in. This is our first episode. We're going to be talking about 8 snapshots.
That was the camera.
Oh, my gosh. Giving you guys a quick snapshot of what we've been through on our journey so far. So, yeah, we got married in 2012.
Yes, we did.
And she's been blessed ever since.
2014. 2012.
Don't touch my leg. Get the numbers right.
2012.
We got married January 6, 2012. Top of the year, right after my birthday. Yeah, man. It was great. We were both super excited. Honeymoon phase. But y'all, 6 months later, your boy got sick. And not just sick. I got ill.
Deathly.
Yeah, you can't just use sick. I got diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called Guillain-Barré or Guillain-Barré. However, I've heard it pronounced different ways. I let my family know, and my dad had told me that we knew somebody, a friend of the family or something like that, that had just recently passed from that same disease. So I was like, yo, this mug, this is nuts. But I was like, hey, God gonna get me through. And so I got admitted to the hospital. And yeah, like it wasn't looking good for you, boy. They admitted me, got me on these the kind of vaccines or whatever, just kind of trying to fight the disease. It was basically breaking down my nervous system, so stuff was just shutting down. I mean, I lost the feeling in my lip, my tongue, couldn't swallow a lot, couldn't feel fingertips, and I couldn't walk because all my nerves in my legs was just dead, and it just kept moving up. Like I couldn't tell if when I had to use the bathroom. Like that was nuts. And yeah, it just kept getting worse. So I thought, this is it. What was your thoughts? I mean, during this whole time, like, you was just cool?
I went from concerned because you were falling downstairs
I was a mess.
Then I felt relief when you were able to put a name to what was going on.
I mean, this went on for
weeks,
yo. Almost a month before I actually got into the hospital. So, yeah.
And then once I knew, well, I don't think I ever thought you were going to die. That was not a concern I had.
Yeah, crazy faith. That's
There were things that I knew we were supposed to do but had not done. So I'm like, he's not going anywhere.
So, like, God told you some things, or what you just felt like, this is too soon? How are you so confident?
I don't know why I was so confident. Aside from the fact that one thing I knew is that we were going to have kids. And I was nowhere near pregnant or thinking about pregnancy.
Straight up.
So that was one thing for sure. I was like, This is not it. I'm not one of those, this will never happen to me people.
I mean, I wish God had, deposited some of that.
You weren't listening.
That's because I was listening to all these doctors say, listen, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's up. You seem normal, but meanwhile, I'm falling down steps and you pushed me that one time and I failed. Oh, dog, I felt like a wimp, dog.
And I felt like the champ.
Beating up on the handicap. You just dirty. So yeah, first year in, 6 months, and here I was thinking I'm about to kick the bucket, about to leave this girl a widow, and with no insurance, I was about to leave this girl with no husband, with all my student loan debt, with my hospital bills, and yeah, crazy.
And I was thinking about, I don't even know how to change a child's diaper, and I'm going to have to change his for the rest of his life.
I couldn't tell when I had to go to the bathroom, y'all. This was a humbling experience for you, boy. But as you can see, I made it. Thank you, Lord. A few days in, the vaccine that they was giving me finally kicked in. It started to reverse everything. My nerves started to basically, not necessarily grow back, but just start working again. I don't know, whatever. But it's just, yeah, I was able to walk and slowly, feel everything and start swallowing whole foods and all that. It was
You were on a walker?
I was on a walker. Man, how old was I? 22 on a walker. I was looking crazy out here, man. It was tough. But she held me down, man. Held me down. She actually showed me that she was going to be with me through it all, no matter what, So, I mean, she didn't make me feel no kind of way. If anything, she was like, sit down. Stop. Just rest. I got it. And I was just like, but I want to go. I want to move. And yeah. She loved on me a lot, man. It was amazing. So, yeah, straight up.
I didn't trip you once.
But she wanted to. Look, you heard that? Oh, man, whatever. So, yeah, man. Through sickness and health, we hit that. And she showed me that she had my back. So 2013, man, we called this year for poor or for poorer, because it was slim pickings around these parks. Care to explain?
I thought it was parts.
Is it parts or parks?
It's parts.
It's parks.
It's not.
Man, go. Tell them about 2013. let us know in the comments. What is it? Is it parks or parts?
For Nico's poor or poorer grammar.
Whatever. Just go.
2013. Did we move out in 2012 or 13?
No, we moved out 2013. Remember, I was fresh out the walker in 2012.
Okay.
Yeah, it went to the next year that we moved out.
Okay, 2013, we graduated from your parents' basement to our very first apartment.
Yep.
The first of many.
I love that apartment, too. That one was dope. It wasn't nothing special, but it was just ours. We prayed that we can find just a dope place that felt like home. And we walked into that little, 800 square foot apartment?
I think so.
And we felt like kings and queens, yo. We
came from like a 5x5
room with no windows. So when you turned off the lights, it was like, discount.
That wasn't even
it
black.
Wasn't even dark because I'm
Yellow
so light
man.
skinned. Gosh, you get what I'm saying. Close your eyes, and it was that basically.
I missed that.
You missed that?
These
dungeon.
night lights?
That mug was a dungeon. But yeah, night lights super trash. Go ahead.
We were both students at the Art Institute.
Yep.
You were working, I don't know where.
I don't know. I was making like, if this was Art Institute, I had took a pay cut, so I was making like $9.25. Balling.
You joking. I was training to work at a place called Tucano's, making $10 an hour. But
I was like, oh, she making more than me, $10 an hour.
But you was playing. $10 is the most I ever made at that point.
That's true. Yeah.
I was like, what?
$10.
And then I got fired.
Yeah, dog. I was not expecting that. First of all,
the training was ridiculous and long. I learned a lot of stuff, but what I did not learn was the art of small talk, and I'm still not interested in learning it. So I got fired as a hostess because I didn't want to talk about the weather with people who just came from outside. So they had a better idea of the weather than I did. Why am I bringing it up? So I lost that job.
Tell us how you really feel.
And my job history was trash, so no one wanted me.
Yo, when she came home and said that she had got hired and was making $10, I was like, yo, this is what's up. You know, we about to start, you know, hitting some goals, like
for 3 weeks.
Yeah. And then no, it didn't happen. We was like, I was really caught off guard because out of all people to get fired, I would definitely expect me to get fired before she would ever get fired. And for that reason, I felt like she was Craig and she got laid off on her day off.
Laid off? I got fired.
I was trying to be nice. Yeah, man. Curve.
And tangent. They gave me notes. I went home. I was like, okay, I'm ready. The next day, went to work. Before I clocked in, they was like, yeah, this isn't going to work. No opportunity in the world to improve.
Yeah, that wasn't cool. That was super trash. So
6 months, I have no money, and I'm unhireable.
So, we're students. Were you still a student?
I didn't get fired from school.
I mean, you was just on that track. I don't know what you was doing in your life.
I was on the dean's list.
Couldn't save your job. But no, so we was both students, man. I'm making not 25. I'm not even working full time because I'm a student. And, you know, we was banking on this other money coming in, and it didn't happen. So, dog, it was slim pickings. Our apartment was fairly cheap.
Our apartment was hella cheap.
Yeah, it was hella cheap. Her car, it was, you know, what, a 98?
Grandpa.
Yeah, that little old thing got us from
Nissan.
It was great. And then my car was paid off too. No, I had a car note. I had a car note, but it was nothing like one something. But that one something felt it hurt.
What did you have?
Had the Optima Silver. Yeah, hold up now. Don't forget about the Optima. We got some so, man, we had eventually got on what's that? What's on the government assistance? Food stamps. We got on food stamps, and hey, to be real, that hurt. As a man, I was just like, for some reason, my mom was so far away from being on food stamps. I was like, dang, I'm not able to hold it down and take care of my family. And that was humbling. I didn't like the way that felt. I just had other expectations. So I had to swallow that and accept the assistance because we needed it. And then she started researching food pantries and stuff. And I was like, oh, no, I gotta make some changes out here.
I have no problem asking for help when I need help.
I was prideful. It wasn't cool. I mean, I can admit that. Look. Somebody looking at me and I'm supposed to hold it down, take care of her and all that stuff. We newly married, you know. I've had conversations with cats like, man, you know, you think you ready for marriage? And I'm like, yeah, you know. Not knowing what a husband is called to do, you know, provide, protect, you know, teach, lead, all that good stuff. And I wasn't equipped. I wasn't ready. So financially,
I don't think that's true.
according to me and my standards, I was just like, yo, I could be doing a lot better. So, you know, it is what it is.
Everybody can do better.
Everybody can do better, you know. But she loved me throughout it. I mean, she didn't make me feel a certain way. She was just like, hey, this is where we are.
I didn't feel a certain way.
That's love, see, hey, because I know a lot of guys that would have been like, yo, like, we got to sell some drugs or something like that. Make it happen.
I would have felt the way. We would have been married and separated fast.
Quick, I know you ain't got no I'm trying to feed my family out here. So we, let's see, 2013.
How did we get out of that?
You eventually started working. I knew you got a job.
Where did I work?
It was either Crave or Mission St. Louis.
Crave.
So I started working at a coffee house. She was making a little money, which was great.
God.
And we were able to turn things around, which was a godsend for real. We sat down with some friends of ours who really helped us get a budget in place. Man, they even blessed us financially, which was, I mean, we both left that meeting crying, man. So just to be in a place where some friends was able to love on us and just give us this like financial boost. It was like, oh, this the debt y'all dealing with? Oh, look, okay, here. We want to help y'all out, you know.
They looked at our spending habits first.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And there was no excess.
It was no excess. I mean, but it wasn't like we was splurging out here.
It was rent.
We had no
utilities,
cable.
and internet.
Yeah.
Gas.
We needed the internet because we were students, you know. That mug.
There was no shopping. There was no eating out. Nothing.
So they was able to just bless us financially to kind of get us above water. And it was just kind of like, hey, nice little boost to get us going.
We've been in the right direction ever since.
I was weeping, dog. So, and my goal ever since then was for us to be in a place financially where we can do that for somebody else. That's so important to me. Like,
and they didn't want any of it back.
Man, look, they probably gonna see this, but one day, they ain't gonna know. Little envelope, here you go, bow, you know. But yeah, man, that's just a goal of ours. So we ran into some financial troubles back in the day, and she still loved your boy through it all. Broke
it's
boy.
It's not hard.
Now you dope, see. She dope.
Sometimes.
Yeah. If I go broke now, she gonna be mad.
When you go to 2014, see how dope I am.
2014. This mug is called The Fights because we had just got our budget in order. And things were still tight, you know, but we were planning, you know, everything had its place. And it was just like, okay, boom, 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 boom. She was super strict. Like, oh, we have to do this. We have to do this. We have to do this. Robot. We have to do this. We have to do this.
Not my boys.
Close. But I was like, all right, we good. One day, I was cooking. I was just like, you know, let me make her some breakfast, you know. Wasn't even beefing, I don't think. To my knowledge, we wasn't beefing. We were cool.
I agree.
Okay. But
besides the bacon, there was no
I
beef.
was multitasking, cooking breakfast, and then I had burnt the bacon, you know. And when you ain't got a lot of money, a lot of access.
How did you burn the bacon? Because you're a chef. You can cook.
I was multitasking poorly. Yeah, she used to get on my head back in the day that I sucked at multitasking. But I'm way better. Hold up now.
Still not good.
All right, see. I'm doing this podcast and being nice. Yeah.
Outwardly.
So I burnt the bacon, y'all. When I say she was hot.
Yes, I was.
She was as hot as the bacon. It was like, it's just bacon.
1, when I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
2, we threw food/money in the trash because you didn't listen to me.
How did I not listen to you?
Because I told you not to multitask. To try. I told you not to try to multitask. And it wasn't 4 slices. It was the pack. There was no more to redo this breakfast.
Yeah, I didn't make a whole pack of bacon. It was just us two. It was probably the last of the bacon. It was the last of the bacon. It wasn't no need for me to make all the bacon. Mm-hmm. But I digress, okay? I burnt the bacon, y'all. Mm-hmm. She was mad. It wasn't a real blowout or nothing like that, but you expressed your
irritated.
Anger. Yeah.
Yes.
But we got the laundry to the car because we, didn't have a laundry, washer and dryer and stuff like that. So we had to take our clothes to the laundromat and loading up the clothes into the car. I had the detergent on top. That mother fell. That mother fell and landed on the top, and that mother just spilled. I mean, just. I'm like.
So this morning, we threw away $7, and then that night, we threw away another $15. The whole detergent broke, and I just watched it slide, super slow, like honey. Down the parking spaces.
I didn't realize I was living with Terry Crews from Everybody Asks Chris. She calculated everything. When I say
we didn't have nothing,
she blew up. She was hot, and I feel like this was the first time that we really had got into it. So I mean, it was just things. She was already frustrated. Things was tight or whatever. But then burnt the bacon. I didn't listen to her because I was multitasking, and then
what is this? You didn't.
And then I dropped the detergent. She was hot. I made mistakes, y'all. I'm not perfect.
You know what? I was knowing myself. Uh-huh. You probably didn't listen to me about how to carry the clothes because you like to try to carry 2 and 3 hampers at once.
What? That's exactly what happened. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to go back. No, we stayed on the 2nd floor. I'm not going up and down the steps. I'm going to carry it all.
And drop it.
This is the first time I ever dropped it.
You could have dropped them dirty clothes. That didn't cost nothing.
This was, when? When is that?
2014.
Okay, all right. This is not 2014 anymore. Let's move past it. So she was hot. This probably a little later. It had to be around the same time period because it was just boom, one thing after the next. She had a meeting that I was supposed to be helping her with a friend. Her and her friend had a business or some kind of project they was working on, and I was gonna help out.
Me and Danny's Etsy shop.
Yep. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna help out. But at the same time, we were trying to sell this TV. My partner saw it on Facebook or whatever we had posted it.
Was Facebook Market a thing?
I don't know, but I think you just posted up in the status or something like that. And that's how he reached out. And I was like, bet. I ain't seen this cat in years, right? So he was like, yo, I'm going to come pick it up this time. I'm like, cool. You pick it up, and then we're going to go to the meeting right afterward. Cool. He comes, and this cat trying to talk, and, and I'm a talker. So, I'm actually like trying to get out of conversation. It wasn't like I was just sitting up there chopping. I was just like, okay, didn't want to be rude, not knowing that I was being rude to the one that really mattered. So yeah, she basically sitting in a car.
Fuming.
I thought the car was on and the heat was
Just
on. It was just her.
ruminating.
Just, we went in the house, got the TV, put it in the car, and he's standing there talking. I'm just trying to and I've gotten a lot better. I'm way better. I could just be like, yeah, I'm out, whatever. But right now, at this point, this was like people pleaser, and I
didn't know how to just leave.
Nah.
Or say, you know what? We got somewhere to be. Call me.
I want to say this happened for like 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
I'm talking about like just standing there. The whole thing was probably like 15, but me standing there by the car was like 8 minutes. It was long. I mean, if you sitting up there waiting on somebody, because we had someplace to be, we were pretty much late.
We were late.
8 minutes is a long time. She was hot.
They lived on the south side. How far was that from our house? At least 30 minutes.
Yeah. It was bad. So finally got there, had the meeting.
And now I'm pissed and I don't care about this meeting.
But so she mad and all of a sudden it's screw the meeting, you know? So I'm like, okay, I get that you're mad, but why would you let this affect everything else, you know? So she's mad. I don't even think at this point she just really blew up. Like, it's just, she's fuming. We decided to go out to eat after the meeting.
I don't even think I've, grown past that. When I'm pissed, I cannot, just,
I'm like, look, I don't like to be mad. I'm like, let's talk. Let's talk. She's just like...
And his solution, sometimes to this day, is being mad gonna make you feel better or something not helpful to say?
But it ain't helpful to do. It might not be helpful to say, but is it? Think about it.
Depends on the day.
But I can't even say it. I literally would much rather just be happy. And let's have a hard conversation. Let's hash it out. Let's share our feelings and move on. And I also, if I'm mad at somebody, my anger is there. I don't let it affect everything else. If I'm mad at so-and-so, I'm not going to show it. She don't do a good job at that. When she's mad, anybody can get it. It's and if you buy, it's just, So we decided to go out to eat after the meeting. Mm-hmm. We ate. We sat there talking.
Pause. Because even before the meeting, you knew I was tired.
She expressed that she was tired before the meeting.
Okay, go.
At this point, we were adults. So naps don't really happen often. So we go out to eat. I want to say we get there. We get there like 8:30. So we eat. And it wasn't late. It was probably like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So
late
we're talking.
is relative.
It is. Okay, it's relative. But we're sitting up there talking, me and her friend's husband. They were our friends, but me and the guy was talking, and her and the other female was talking, having different conversations. I didn't know that they had stopped talking, and at some point, Eb decides to put her head down on the table like this at a restaurant because she's tired. Versus saying, this is my part because I know she's about to give her whole little thing. Versus saying,
little thing.
Babe, we need to go. I'm tired. I'm ready to go. Can we whatever. Versus saying anything. She could have been like, hey. She didn't. She said, at this point, I'm like, yo, she's been kind of in a messed up mood all day. Versus saying something, getting off her chest, she just want to be blah, blah, blah. This girl got the nerve to put her head down on the table. Fine. Look stupid. Do your thing. I'm talking to the dude, and he see her head on the table, and he like, I'm still talking. He looking at me like, not trying to be rude. And I'm like, bro, she's an adult. If she's tired, she can say so. He's to the point to where he's like, all right, man, because your wife looks tired. I'm gonna just go ahead and let's go ahead and get out of here. So that's actually the reason why we left. I was I was Pride McGee.
Is it my turn now?
I was stubborn city proud.
Of what?
I'm like, not proud, like proud of my decisions, because my decision was trash. I'm just saying, like, pride.
Gotcha.
Got to the car.
You didn't even let me do mine.
I'm saying this whole thing. I'm saying, got to the car. I'm cool. I'm just like, look. Oh, well, got to the car. Turn on my radio. I'm driving. I mean, I'm nice little bump to it. And she turn it down. It's too loud. Blah, 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 blah. Scene. Oh, I said something too. You know, that's when the fight really started. It was just a whole blowout, but go.
Okay. We leave the meeting. You're knowing I'm tired.
But it was.
We get to the rest. It's my turn. Go. What?
No, I was just not. You agreed to go out to eat, right? We went to Drunken Fish, a sushi restaurant, mostly because it was for her. But go ahead.
Don't be trying to beef your side up. We get to the restaurant. At what? It was still light outside.
But it was like 8. I feel like it was like 8.
It was more like 7. Doesn't matter. We get to the restaurant. We eat. Me and Danielle are like not small talkers. So when the conversation dissipated, it was done. We were both fine. The two yammerers kept going and going and going.
And that's true. We was talking.
They were sweeping around our feet. The other tables had chairs on them upside down. It was time to go. But I didn't care. He could have kept talking. I didn't feel embarrassed. I still don't feel embarrassed that I laid my head on the table. That was me being like, hey, it's been rough. You need people and conversation to refuel and recharge. Me and Danny cool. I'm finna lay down. I wasn't asleep. I was just chilling.
I missed that memo. Go ahead.
I don't think it's embarrassing.
Got to the car.
And he know I don't want to hear nothing loud when I'm tired and driving at night, which is why he turned it on.
No. I didn't turn it on just to spite you. No, I did not.
You turned it up loud to spite me.
No, I mean, I always play my music loud, though.
No, at night when I'm tired.
Usually you say, and actually, after that is when we got a lot better with you. Like, I really don't want to listen to something like this right now. I think at that point we basically kind of set a standard for car rides. But I'm known for playing my music and playing it loud. At that point, it was just like...
And at the restaurant, I don't care what people think when they see me. You do.
I wasn't necessarily tripping off of everybody. I was tripping off of him feeling bad and uncomfortable. Darren felt bad and uncomfortable sitting at the table with us, and your head was down. He was like, dude, your wife is tired. And I'm like, this hadn't been the first time we had a conversation about her, like, wanting to, like, just leave and go to sleep or something like that. I'm like, talk to me. Like, use your words. I didn't want to leave, you know?
Is what I'm saying. I was good.
But your body language didn't say that to me or him. And we were just like...
He was confused. You was pissed.
I was pissed. Capital P.
I would have been like, bro, I'm good. And he would have been fine.
But no, he did say something about that. He was like, well, let's go ahead and get out of here.
Not to me.
No, he said that out loud before we left. He was like, so we're going to get out of here because your wife is clearly saying, and you said, no, I'm good. I'm straight. And I was like, no, she good.
Well,
I was like,
look,
hey.
I said it was fine. I did my part.
It was just a bad look because they felt uncomfortable. And like I said, we already had issues as far as her not communicating when she wanted to leave and go and stuff. And we just really bumped heads. It was just a bad mixture of a lot. And then
Perfect
the icing
storm.
on the cake. Yeah, icing on the cake was me playing my music loud, and wasn't ready to hear it. So instead of her saying, hey, I don't want to hear this right now.
and icing is trash, just like your movements.
Hey, look,
trash.
I thought it was pretty sweet. I think she cranked the music down. I think she like pressed the button, turned it off or whatever, and started raising her voice. First time ever for that. Last time ever for that. Because I did not enjoy that. And I got out of my element. I was just like, yo, she's not talking to me like that. I'm not even that type of person, man.
What type of person?
I'm not a yeller. I'm not a fighter. I don't do all that stuff. Like, you get me to that mode, it takes a lot. And
I'm not a fighter either.
You got me there. I'm saying arguing. I don't like arguing.
I know what you mean.
Like, I ain't got no problem fighting you. Not you.
I argue even worse than you do.
You what?
I argue even worse than you do.
Because you...
I'll be like, agree to disagree, done.
Anyway, she was just... Instead of her saying, I don't want to listen to this right now, she started snapping. She raised her voice at me. And I was like, yo, you not about to talk to me like that? You got me messed up or whatever. Whatever I did, she was like...
I don't even remember the conversation. I was so sleepy.
But it wasn't cool. We didn't talk to each other for the rest of that evening. Clearly, I was not able to cuddle with anything nice.
You're nice. Did you hug yourself?
Not the same. So, yeah. The fight was ugly. But from that, we were finally able to talk and was just like, look, you can't let all this little stuff just pile up, because she brought up the bacon, she brought up the detergent. I'm just like, she brought up something I did in second grade, and I'm just like, yo, just talk to me, or this stuff is just gonna blow up, and we just gonna blow up. So she's gotten better, letting me know when she's pissed off, If not at that moment, she'll let me know before things really escalate. So thank God, because
domestic abuse is not funny.
No, I was saying I was about ready to pat the cake. Go ahead. Next year.
With some more trashy icing on it. 2015 is called The Roller Coaster.
2015.
The year of the townhouse.
So we moved out of our lovely first apartment and we moved into a townhouse. And her sister moved in with us, along with her sister's son, who was 6 at the time, I want to say.
You could also say nephew.
Yeah, it's my nephew, but I'm saying it's your family. And it's mine by marriage. I think that's important because...
it's my nuclear family?
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of things kind of happen in the house that I had to learn and to kind of adjust to. Like, that was your norm, to hang out in each other's room, and I got somebody in my bedroom, just like chilling and hanging out, and I'm like, get the hell out of here. What do you want? Like, this is my space.
That is something unique to us.
Very, very unique. We didn't grow up with, like, we fought if you was in my room. Like, get off my bed. Like, stuff like yeah, we...
I didn't know that was not normal. Well, not the norm. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, they basically have, like, bedroom/living room. They kick it. Like, we go to your parents' house. Like, my in-laws, we just hang out in their bedroom. Everybody just there, watching TV and sitting on the bed and stuff. And that's just foreign to me. Like, I don't want you going past the bedroom in my crib, like the bathroom. I'm tripping. I don't want you going past the bathroom. Like, this is just our space. So to see your sister sitting on the bed and then your cousin was coming over, your mom, Cass was just there. I'm getting off of work and coming home, and I'm like, what is this? So, like, yeah, that was an adjustment, and we had to have a conversation. I was like, yo, go somewhere else, or take it into, your sister's room. But we had a bigger place. The living room was bigger. We had a downstairs area, so it was just like more space for people to hang out. But still, they chose the bedroom, so I felt like I didn't really have an escape. And at that moment, I actually had more guy friends, and we was really hanging out a lot more. We was gaming, and kicking it. So the fact that I was in a house with females, it was a lot of females,
and your nephew.
And my nephew. But I just felt that a great opportunity for me to just really connect with my guys a lot more. But what we didn't do was a good job of basically communicating because I was gone every chance I got. Like, I was out. And I didn't really see nothing wrong with it. It was because when I was home, I was like, I'm here. And that was before we really figured out anything, love language. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, we actually learned about our love languages while we were
because of this stuff.
Yeah, because of this, y'all. She felt like she was doing a lot of the housework. And
was I?
She was doing a lot of the housework. And I didn't realize it. Like,
3 floors,
bigger place, and my mind wasn't really there. The stuff just got done. And it was taking a toll on her, And I was just like, "Yeah, you're right. Okay." She basically, and then I wasn't there, so she wasn't being loved in her area of quality time, and then she wasn't being loved in acts of service. So she was just basically depleted. So she didn't take into account that I was still cooking dinner and I was doing all this other stuff. But she wasn't getting loved the way she needed it. And we wasn't really in a good place. I was always going kicking with my guys. And I was cool, but she wasn't. So, yeah.
So even when you came home.
It was late, too. I used to be out like 4 o'clock easily. 5 sometimes, but then she was like, "Yo, this ain't cool. I ain't getting married to go to sleep by myself and stuff." And I was just like, "I ain't at no strip club. We're playing Monopoly. Like, yeah, we playing spades, domino. We like." And then I got into Catan. I started nerding out. Like, that's when Catan was new, and that was.
I hate the game to this day.
But it's my competitive side. Like, I just enjoy it, and we had good conversations. We just used to kick it. It was cool. We just joke around and play. Yeah.
And then when you came home, you would be sitting by me on the couch, texting the dude you just left.
Yeah, she got on me about being present when I'm home. So that's when I realized it was hard for me to put my phone in another room, just put it down and sit through a whole movie with her without having to text somebody. I didn't realize it was that much of a problem until then. So, yeah, we had to deal with that. But like I said, it was communicating those issues that gave us the opportunity to grow.
I had to even figure out what I was irritated about.
But see, you was mad. You was mad for so long.
I'm going to just say I'm mad, and I don't know why.
Because you be processed. One of her issues is that she's growing from. She's gotten better, but just processing, like, she processed like dial up. She stub her foot, and he'd be like, that hurt.
What you think I'm processing right now?
You love me? So, yeah. During that time also, that's when I really fell into porn a lot. That was a hard thing. And I feel like it wasn't a new thing, but it was just like more of it. Yeah, that was a really tough time. Like, instead of turning to my wife.
That's when we started learning that you had, like, triggers. Like, if I'm feeling like this, it's not going to be good.
You know what? That was probably for you. I would say that I still didn't know.
Didn't know what?
My triggers.
I don't think you could name them. This is when we started talking about it.
Okay.
Because started asking.
Okay, that's real. That's good. Because, I mean, I don't know. It was just, man, I was just turning to porn. It was just like a way to escape, you know. And it was just easier. It was weird. I think that's when...
you were really, really stucky at hiding it. Or did you just want to get caught?
I probably...
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was probably just wanted to. So I know that was tough. We had to have that conversation.
Conversations.
Shuns, yeah. Keep in mind, like, so this is my first real relationship, you know. So yeah, we definitely gonna get into our backstory. That's gonna be interesting and important to share. But with this being my first real relationship, having to stick around after fights and issues, I was ready to go after every incident. Like, I gotta put up with this. And I look at my finger, I was like, oh, I guess I do. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm married now, you know?
This being me. And I had to put up with this.
Yeah, all of this. Yeah, straight up. But it was, you know, it was foreign to me. It was something new. Every issue, I had to talk to somebody and talk it through. And, like, especially because sometimes I wanted to talk, but she wasn't ready. So it was just like all these big things. So I was just like, look, it'll just be easier if I bounce. Like, I just want to go. And it's because I didn't really see a lot of that growing up. So what I saw was cats divorcing and separating and people cheating and all this stuff. I saw a lot of that. Just it was just messy. Like, I don't know a lot of married couples, you know. Coming up, my mom and dad was the only married couple. You know, they had their issues. So
my mom and dad, stepdad, got married when I was in high school. And my paternal grandparents were married, but I never saw them, like, sleep in the same room or anything.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a lot of examples either.
Well, we was just trying to figure this thing out together. Walking blindly. Figured it out though, so far, you know.
What was the name of this house? The roller coaster.
The roller coaster.
You had, like, I don't have pleasant memories in that place. You did.
Yeah. So you gotta keep in mind.
I know happy things happened, but I have to, like, think harder for those.
So I know bad things happen. But for me, you gotta keep in mind, like I said, I really had some strong relationships built during that time. I think the townhouse for me represented the fact that we were making more money.
Which I didn't care about.
We had moved closer to our church. So it was like goals that we had set in place that we were actually doing. We were setting. I think I had started Bliss, you know, so my chef thing was really popping during that time. It was just a lot that went on for me that, well, I thought for us that was great, you know. But I didn't know I was living with Eeyore.
It got eclipsed.
Which is understandable. So it was a lot of ups and downs. So I think roller coaster is a perfect, you know.
I used to spend hours every morning combing through histories and blocking certain pictures and trying to help you. And then go to work.
I don't think I knew that till now.
And there were crickets.
Hey, man, we had some...
And a mouse.
Yeah, we did. But those were also...
And water damage.
Those were also bad things that I would consider.
And some weird beetle things.
So, okay, the place had, I don't know why we had crickets that bad. That was crazy. And then, and then when it got cold, a mouse came in, and the lady was just
it's when it got hot. And she said it's because it was hot outside.
And it was cool inside. Whatever. She
just said it like...
The landlord was like, well, you guys should just catch it.
She's like, they do that sometimes.
I'm like, they do that where? Like, it just trashy. So, yeah.
Bugs I cannot do.
But I think even though there were a lot of hard times in our marriages over the years, in our marriage, only one, over the years, there was a lot of good, man. I was able to really see that I have a dope partner. And
you sound like you're wrapping up.
Yeah, man. I think we should do the next 4 years in a different episode because we're basically about to hit an hour. So one thing that we really want to do is be as transparent as possible. Be open, be real. We're going to talk about, all the ups and downs, all the good and bad. Because we felt like a lot of marriages weren't really real. Cats is living with strangers and they don't even know. And I just want to be a voice out there to show like, hey, we're not perfect. We don't have it all together.
At all.
But we are striving and we're loving on each other through it all, Sometimes I feel like I'm a project, but she loves on me to where it's just like no.
You are a little bit. So am I.
Yo, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know when new videos get uploaded. And
follow us on Instagram
at Ebonics Podcast.
On everything.
Yep.